Hello, everyone, and welcome. It's Wednesday, February 15th, and we're just a few weeks away from kicking off the 2012 season, and AMA Pro ATV Motocross racer Chad Wienen has a lot of pressure heading into the 2012 season. Not only did he have last year cut short a very good championship run because of injury, but he's also began a brand new program here in 2012, and things are looking up. As we say good afternoon to Chad Wienen, and welcome back to Quad Radio, man.
Hey, Rodney. Good to be here.
Hey, man, I do got to say one thing. You were my first guest ever back there. I think it was on January 2nd when we kicked Quad Radio on, and you have been probably the most popular of all the interviews that we have had up so far. So congratulations to you on that. I thought with that, folks might be wondering what's been taking place in the last few weeks, man. How's things been going?
Oh, it's been going great. I mean, this Florida weather down here is probably the best that I've ever been in right now in the winter, and this new Yamaha ride, and I mean, there's probably a lot of people with questions out there on how things are going to go for us this year. I mean, we've been working really hard, and all of our sponsors and partners out there that are helping us out, and especially Walsh Racecraft that are they've opened up their facility to us to set up shop and do all of our R&D down here on the YFZ 450R.
Wow, sounds to me like after talking to Ryan a few weeks ago and talking to you that they basically rolled the red carpet out for you guys, and you have your way with the shop. Whatever you want, you guys have got.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, and it's just a great atmosphere down here. These guys are right on the same page as us of, just being able to go out and win races, and they have Cody Gibson that's going to be riding their Pro-Am bikes, and they're going at it on that aspect as well, and also with us, we're putting all our heads together to make this machine fit my riding style and the way that I want it to feel, and sometimes that can be tough, but I mean, we got the best people in the business helping us out with all angles of this machine.
Well, from what I've seen, man, it looks like things are working out pretty well for you, because I've seen some video from earlier, I guess, right after we talked, probably just a few weeks after we talked, and then I seen some video from a couple of weeks ago that they've got up. Actually, we've got it on Quad TV Online, as a matter of fact, some helmet cam from Jeffrey Rastrelli, and then also the raw video there that Gloop's doing right now, but some pretty cool stuff that it looks like that Yamaha is working out quite nicely for you, man. It looks like you're picking up right where you left off last year.
Yeah, I mean, we've been having some fun going and doing the SSQSA races down here in Florida, and, it's good testing for us, and it's just, I mean, that was a pretty cool video that Rastrelli had on his helmet camera, and kind of I got so many people saying it was like a disappearing act, so, I mean, I think that we're really moving forward, and, all the support from, our fans, and I mean, everybody's really stood behind me and really, pushed me through like my rough time that I had, last season. And, this is a new year. It's fresh slate. Everything's, just brand new, and we're going to start over, and we're going to rebuild and build a even stronger foundation here at Wienen Motorsports.
It's got to be pretty exciting for you, and I know that you've had a lot of change, and we've discussed this before, Chad, with going from one factory team to another just because of the way things were. But I mean, here you are now again, starting all over, and there's an excitement factor there, not to the point where, hey, I've got these guys to impress, but it's time to go out and have some fun, man. I've got total control now.
Oh yeah, it's really nice because at the end of the day, I mean, us as individuals that are involved with this team make the call at the end of the day, and sometimes that's a hard thing to decide, but it's always on my shoulders. It's the way things are going to go, and I've said it from the get-go, we're putting the best possible products on this thing. We're not going to cut any corners for more money or anything like that. I mean, we're going out there to put the best stuff on this machine, and the biggest thing that I'm missing is, just a number one plate on for me, and who knows, could go on this nasty streak of just going out there and winning races and doing really well, and hopefully come down the Loretta's that it'll be a battle for a number one spot. And like last year it was entertaining for me to go and watch and see the championship unfold, and that's the way that I want it to be. I want it to be competitive and just have a good time. We're having a great time down here.
That's great. Now, as far as Cody Gibson, you mentioned him there a few moments ago. Have you guys had much contact since you guys are both there on the Walsh compound? You guys working a lot together right now?
He has to go back home and work. He's a working man now, so it's different for him. But the kid's just like, he hasn't really been off the machine at all. He's been off it for, I don't know how long. It had to have been a good solid year. He was out the machine, and then they got this Walsh hybrid that's just a rocket ship, and it's probably, arguably one of the best all-around bikes that you can buy right now. But we're developing this Yamaha to be competitive with anything out there, and Cody, he's gonna be fast in that Pro-Am class, and it's right up his alley to be out there sprinting for, I would say 7-8 laps.
So what kind of things are occupying Chad Wienen's time these days? I know that testing and tuning and training and stuff, let's get a little in-depth and detail, man. What specifically have you been exactly doing here lately?
Well, every morning, I just get up and get active, and every single day that I wake up, you see the sun shining out here in Florida, and it's like you got to get outside and, get with it, and you don't want to waste a minute, because this is my time to really step our program up and get everything on the top notch. And I've been out there riding, doing my thing, riding and training with the TOP and everything like that, and we've been able to be in contact with Jeremy Lawson a lot down here. He lives down here in Live Oak, and we hang out quite a bit, and go out to eat, and go do whatever, bowling, shoot pool, watch Supercross every single weekend over at his place. And you have Tommy Tentillo. He's a heck of a guy, and he's a multi-time champion himself in the amateur ranks, and be able to hang out with them. Then you got the whole Walsh crew that's so laid back, and they're just fun to hang out with. We're all actually been training for, it's called the Warrior Challenge. He's basically, the Walsh crew is, put up a thing where everybody's pushing each other to do that event. They got one right down the road here after the first round, and a lot of the guys are just having fun training and, getting themselves into better shape, and just having a really good time.
Sounds like there is a lot of good times going on there. And speaking of which, who is exactly hanging out? I know when I talked to a lot of the guys back in December and early January, everyone seemed to be waiting on Chad Wienen to make his arrival to Florida, and you made your arrival. So who's been hanging, who's been training, who's doing the TOP right now?
Well, right now I got basically me here at the Walsh compound, and Brian Vollmer. He's kind of a kid that I kind of took on my wing last year and helped him out in the amateur ranks, and his family's been more than helpful and great people, and they've just been helping me out with my program and everything, filling in the cracks any way that they can help. And Brian's been here for a couple weeks, and you got there's a lot of people down here in Florida. I really haven't ventured out a lot, just other than going and doing some races, but I got a nice secret test track down here that we've been, just pulling lap after lap and just getting this machine dialed in as close as we can. It's a 10-minute drive away from the Walsh compound here, so it's almost perfect setup for me down here.
That's great. And I know you mentioned Jeremy Lawson there just a few moments ago, and I'm not trying to spread any rumors or anything, but how's things going with Jeremy, and does he have a plan for this 2012 season?
He's not necessarily hanging up his boots, but he's not going to be. He's actually choosing a different route. He's actually wanting to become a state patroller. So everybody watch out when they're coming down to Florida, because they'll probably see your rig and they'll end up pulling you over to mess with you or something. But he's happier than he's ever been, and he always comes over and watches me ride, and we just have fun. He loves to train, so that's perfect for me to have a good training partner on that professional level. And he's taught me a couple things, and I've taught him a couple things as well, and we're just having fun. I mean, I take it all seriously, but at the end of the day, we're having fun with it, and you can't take it too seriously, because that's when it doesn't get fun.
Yeah, for sure, and that's good. That I'm glad to hear about Jeremy. I guess if he becomes a Florida patrol officer, state police, whatever, he'll be really a true J Law then, huh?
Oh yeah, it matches right up, and he's excited about the new path that he's taken on, and we're excited for him too. Just see a smile on his face is always a good thing.
Yes, for sure, and we'll try and check in with him and tell him we said hello for sure. And good to hear that he's got some positive things going on there in his life, and hopefully we'll get the chance to see him out a few times this year, if nothing else.
Oh yeah, and we're actually going to Atlanta Supercross this next weekend, and I get to go home for the first time since Christmas, and for a couple of days to see the family and actually celebrate my birthday that I had in January. So it'd be good to catch up with the family, and always a great thing to be back home with them.
For sure. And I'm sure you're going to have a lot of people coming over to see you and visit you and see how things are going. But, Chad, it's great talking to you, great checking in with you. I know I've been wondering what has been going on. It sounds like things are going well. You released the website, I guess a new website there last week, or updated it or something there?
Yeah, we released a new website, wienenmotorsports.com, and, it's been taken off. I actually got my first pretty much practice video that we had uploaded on there, and it's also on YouTube, and we've gotten a lot of good responses. Zach Sondergroth, DJ Zom, he did all the music for it, and it's always good to he did a lot for us there, and getting us a good sound pack on the video and make it all come together. And of course, like Ian from SSI, he's making a trip down here to put the new wrap on my rig, and wait till you guys see this thing. They got some crazy cool ideas going on our motorhome, and it's all very exciting, and it's like a reality check, because you don't notice what you're doing until really things start falling into place, and it's been a really cool experience.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, it sounds very exciting, and sounds like you got some good things ahead of you as far as the future is concerned. Chad, I want to say thanks for your time today. Good luck this season, and good luck, obviously, here between now and Georgia, and we'll see you in just a few weeks. All right, buddy?
Oh, yeah. Looking forward to it, to debut this new ride, and all the other riders that have been training, and, what they've, done to get themselves ready for the off season. And good friend Thomas Brown, he had a little bit of a mishap, a couple weeks ago, but he's going to be all ready to go for the first round, and I'm excited for him. I told him, I'm like, this little hiccup can be the best thing that ever happened to you, because for me being off the machine for 6 months, I've kind of rejuvenated myself, and really get down to the true grit of why we do this, and it'll be good for him. I'm excited to see what he brings, and we're riding in the same machine, so hopefully we can get these blue bikes up front.
That's Chad Wienen. I'm Rodney Tomlin. This is Quad Radio.